All right, Sam, we are recording. I'm going to let you do your thing, man.
All righty. Thank you very much for having me on the call tonight, the training. Let me get some stuff worked out here for you. Just so you guys know, if you guys can't see, you guys can actually move the picture bar around in Zoom. So if you, for some reason, it's covering what I'm going to show, just get your mouse and move over the pictures to the side of the screen and you'll be good. It's actually not me. First thing I want to actually cover is auto ships. All right, and we're going to go over some back office stuff, just real quick training. But the first thing I actually really want to talk about is what PAR is. All right, let me erase this real quick. Okay, what does PAR stand for? So get down your guys' pens and papers. You guys are going to hear this a lot, PAR. What PAR is it's pure auto rewards. So this means anytime that you have a auto ship and you have actually anything on it, there's no limit to your auto or a minimum on your auto ship. You have the opportunity of receiving 20% back in what's called PAR points. And you can redeem those when you call into IBO Success or sales support. You can call them and they will actually have this listed for you, and you can redeem those at any time for a product. So you can bank them up, use them. So this is a really good tool to use if you have potentials that are kind of teeter-tottering on whether they want to become a member, whether they want to become a preferred customer or an IBO. This PAR points is for anybody that's active on an active auto ship. I would encourage you to always have at least a minimum of a 100 PV, and PV stands for personal volume. You'll hear this a lot as well. Some people, PV is personal volume or points volume. Really depends on who you're talking to, but all it means is your actual individual volume you have each and every month. So as you guys know, it's imperative to have at least 100 PV or personal volume each and every month. So we're rolling 28 days so that you qualify for all commissions with Pure. That doesn't mean you're going to earn them, but that definitely means that you're going to be qualified for those potentials of earning them if needs be. I've seen too many times somebody has 80 PV. This is terrible, guys. Sorry about that. I got to find my bigger pen somewhere. I've seen people that have 80 PV and they lose out on commission when they had the opportunity to receive a commission. So make sure, and I'm going to show you in just a second how to always check your auto ships to make sure that you are where you're supposed to be. Alrighty. So let me jump to this now. Let's go into your back offices. I always tell everybody this. I say be that spend at least 5 minutes a day in your back office, nothing more. You want to definitely be doing proactive approaches to building your business, and a lot of this information back here definitely doesn't help you grow your business, but it's imperative to learn it because, as you guys know, you're your own business owner, and so coming back here is very important. One thing I really want to talk about first is this auto ship. All right. You can either call in, again, anything that you can do back here, customer support can do as well. So you can always call in. This right here just says with a minimum of 100 PV every 28 days, you can participate in the rewards plan. I just recently talked about that. But again, this is something that you can come to here and get comfortable with. I'm going to come here and I'm going to say view or edit my auto ship, all right? You can click edit on this. Now I can actually see what the price is and what is on my current auto ship. Looks like I have one Mila. I got a 16-ounce Mila 2-pack, and then I got a 360 complete shake. And then you're going to see this PV, and it's going to say 35, 60, 30. Now each of our products have a point value attached to them. Now you see here, $48.95 has a 35 PV. This product has a 35 PV attachment to it. That just means it's not a 1-to-1 ratio always. All of our points are added together. So when you come down here, I have 125 PV attached to me. This is great. It's over 100 PV, which means I would qualify for all commissions that I was eligible for during that week. All right. So that I want to cancel or edit them. Again, just hit edit, come back here. Now, this first portion is always going to be what you currently have, all right? Then I can scroll through, add whatever I want. And then at the very bottom, once you get through all the products that we have, make sure to save your changes. And not always is it going to bring you back to the very top. All right, so make sure you scroll up to the top because it's going to ask for shipping or will call. Those that live close to the Frisco, Texas area, at our corporate office, we have a will call center. And so if you do live in that region, you can actually select will call. Other than that, make sure you scroll up, double check your shipping, and then hit to the save orders. All righty. The other portion I want to talk about this is right down here. A lot of the information that you want to give to somebody is in this library. So if somebody has an issue or questions about the enrollment bonus, if they have questions about how they make it onto the cruise or Bora Bora, all that stuff is here in this library. And then just to the right of it is the product education. I get this question a ton. I say, hey, or someone will call me up saying, where can I get information on Go-In? Well, there you go. All right here is all our product information that you can come to. You can share with any of your prospects at any time. It's going to give you a quick little educational thing on it. So your back office literally has everything at a mouse touch away. All right. Okay, we're going to transition just a little bit. So we kind of talked about what PAR stands for. Pure Auto Rewards. You're going to get 20% back on your auto ship each and every month it goes through. You also can now go in and know how to change your auto ship from your back office. I'm going to change it just a little bit, and we're going to go over what I think is a very, very valuable tool in your back office. We're going to go to commissions. In commissions, there's going to be a new bonus qualification. So a lot of those new people that are just barely starting out, they're saying, wow, I haven't downloaded the app yet. I don't really know where I'm at. How do I get to the next ranking? All those different things come into play. I can tell you this, just take time. This is definitely not a sprint. It's a marathon. You're going to gradually learn more and learn more, but this is one place that I would recommend that you go often just to see where you're at. Again, so it's commissions, it's new bonus qualifications, and then these are going to go week to week. Again, we pay out weekly. So I'm going to check out my the very top one is going to be the current week that we're in. So let's hit the week to date qualifications. All right. Now right here, all this yes, no, right? All this just means is I'm not at that rank. So if I wanted to hit, say, silver, I really wanted to hit silver, I'm at 1,500 right now. I need 2,000. So I'm 500 PV away from hitting that. What you will see as you'll continue to grow your business is this number will increase. And again, this is a very good report to come to just to see how far am I away from trying to hit my next goal. You know, these two are pivotal. Silver and gold are really pivotal in helping perform your business to really start to explode. So these are very first goals that you guys should try to obtain as soon as possible, because again, that builds a foundation for you to just continue to grow through the rankings. But as you're looking at this, just make sure, again, if you're 1,500 here, I know that I'm 500 away from hitting this silver goal, which is pretty cool. So it's going to show on your left leg, on your right leg, all this information. It's very, very easy to obtain. Now, when you get in here, sometimes, again, these can be daunting at times, and you can say, I don't even know what this report does. Don't worry. Just take time. Again, maybe your 5 minutes a day is just learning what Advanced Genealogy Report does. If you don't know, if you need help, feel free to reach out to me and or sales support. They have no problem helping you, walk you through that as well. But again, commissions, new bonus qualifications, and then I'm going to go into week-to-date qualifications, and it's just going to give me all the information I currently need. Now, am I active? This is key. Remember how I was telling you guys about that 80 PV that I've seen before? That is going to say no if I'm not active, which means if 29 days goes through and I don't have 100 PV, it's going to say no there, which means I don't get any commissions if I had a significant volume on my left team and my right team. So make sure you always have at least 100, and that is always saying yes. Alrighty. The other thing I want to kind of talk about in that same thing is my commissions. I get this question a lot, as they say, I just got paid out on Joe Schmo. Where, why, how, can you explain to me? You're going to go to commissions, you're going to go to my commissions, and let's just hit view statement. All right. We're always going to give you out who you received commissions from. So you'll be able to see retail profit if I received anything from that, the sponsor bonus. And this right here, again, this is just a test account, so you guys actually won't see names or anything like that, but it will give you the rep number, name, bonus rank, all that information, the percentage that it pays out, and the amount. So you know exactly what bonus you received and where it was actually coming from. So again, super important, super quick, easy way to see where you're at and how you're growing your business. Okay, I think that's the real quick ones I wanted to cover with you all. I know that Lindsay had talked about maybe doing a little Q&A. Lindsay, is there anything specific extra you want me to kind of go over with this?
Yeah. So, okay, will you go through while you've got your screen right there? So like, how it says enroll new, and that's one way, but the computer will randomly assign the leg, or you could do it through that graphical genealogy. Will you go through kind of and show them that, like when they're signing up someone new?
Yep. So you'll actually see when you come here, you can actually come here and see right here where they're available. There'll be different times that you can come here, or again, go to your genealogy, graphical genealogy, come down here and you can see which ones are available, so you can sign people up in those specific trees or those specific places that are open. All right. Another good way is here. I can see everybody that's underneath me, what they're doing, if they're on my left leg or if on their right leg. Anytime you see this number, a user number or ID, and then L, or user number, ID, and then R, that just lets them know which side of the leg they're on from that specific person. All righty. But yes, all these will be available, which means these are placements that you can put somebody or sign somebody up under. Let me move this screen over real quick to the side.
Well, and that's good. And while you're doing that, I'm just going to talk while your screen's up, because here's the deal, guys. Sometimes you do want to be strategic on where you're placing people, right? So like, let's say that you always want to keep family on the same side, because then it doesn't matter who signs up Uncle Bob. They're all going to benefit equally from that volume, okay? Or let's say that you run with a really tight group of friends or people from church. Kind of that is when you want to be strategic about keeping people together on one leg. The other thing is, obviously, we're paid off of lesser leg, and so the goal is always to kind of keep them even, but there will be times that when you're sponsoring the next person that you want them to be on a particular side. And so this is where you can go into the graphical genealogy and choose. If you just click the enroll now, which is also up there on that header, the computer is going to randomly assign where they go. Now, the good news is if you do mess up, you have 4 days to move the person. So you can call corporate and just let them know, and you've got 4 days to move someone. So that's always good.
Absolutely, Lindsay. Yeah, thank you for brushing up on that. And that is key too. You guys are your own independent business owners, and you guys get to decide strategically how you want to grow your company. Now, I've seen legs that are both even on one side one week. The next week it flips, and one's a lot stronger too. So like Lindsay said, the ultimate goal is to have this person here, Test Abby and Test Canada. You want them to be completely even as possible. And realistically, in Pure, you only need 2 people, right? You need someone on your left leg and someone on your right leg. But you never really stop sharing. And so you continue to see, as you continue to grow, You'll see, you'll sign up somebody underneath Abby Test, and then they're going to come to this side, and you might need to pay attention to this tree, see where everyone's out, see where your runners are, and you can strategically know where to place. Always lean up on your upline for help like that. If your upline doesn't feel comfortable or if they need help, jump up. Continue to kind of go up the ranks until you get somebody that feels a little bit comfortable letting you know where people should be placed. Now, the beauty of this is literally we are a pure family, and we want it when everybody's winning, everybody's happy and everybody's winning. So continue, again, to use your upline and don't feel like you're putting them out of place. And again, a lot of people are new on here and they don't know. You know, Lindsay's always a help. Again, your sponsor, go to your sponsor first and they'll be able to help you with that. Lindsay, anything else you want me to kind of discuss or kind of go over on this?
No, I think that is awesome. That is great.
Perfect.
Real quick, let me do one more thing. Will you real quick click on where it says shop now, and then I want to show them the gray box on the side that has the pure enrollment packs, because that's a shortcut to all the ones that have the shares. So you got to scoot your screen. Okay. So right there, guys, under shop now, when you click pure enrollment packs, these are the packs that come with the pre-IPO shares. And so I get that question a lot. So that's a cheat way of finding them quickly.
Absolutely. Let me go back to that and make sure you guys all got that taken care of. So I'm going to go to shop now. Underneath the product categories, I'm going to go to pure enrollment packs. So we do get this a lot. Somebody will place an order of 1,500 PV, and maybe it's just random stuff. It's customizable stuff, which you completely can do. But unfortunately, the IPO shares are attached to all of these. Alrighty? So then I can tell a friend, I can send this off to somebody, and they can actually see this specific pack and know what is in it.
Yeah.
Yep, great.
Awesome. All right, Sam, I think that's good. Thank you so much. And guys, I did not properly introduce you, Sam, and I'm sorry. Guys, Sam is the corporate sales manager, right? Is that okay? And he is the bomb. And he is super awesome, and he is awesome. And so anytime that you've got issues with your back office or you want help, you know, with your numbers and stuff like that, Sam's going to be your go-to, because I am not a numbers detailed person. And literally I'll say, I don't know, I have to call Sam. So Sam, you are awesome. And I thank you so much for how much you've helped our team and everything you're doing, because we couldn't do this without you. So you're the man.
No problem. You guys are awesome. Continue. I mean, just saying this alone, seeing 100 people on a Sunday night on a training session, that is phenomenal. Again, I've been in the industry coming up on 6 years. This is fun. This is what makes my job fun, what makes all of your all jobs fun, because this is something awesome and something really neat and exciting. And hopefully you guys are all going to be in Texas this weekend for the event, and hopefully you guys don't feel too scared to reach out, and hopefully we get to meet each other and see each other face to face. But with that,
Sam, what's your number before you hang up? Tell them your number, your phone number.
Write this number down. My number is 801-800-0303.
All right, sweet. Okay, guys, y'all hang with me. Sam's going to hang up. He's going to stop his share screen, and he's going to go, but then I'm going to share another screen to help you guys. So hang on 1 second.
All right, see you guys. Thanks, Lindsay.
See you, Sam. All right, so here we go. All right, he has left the meeting, and I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to take you to pureteamglobal.com, because this is important for all of us as business builders. So I just want to walk you through a couple of things here. All right. Yes, okay, so someone asked to tell a friend on the products and the link. Yes, I do believe that is going to send the link. Yep. Okay, so here we are. We are on Pure Team Global. And here's what I want to tell you guys. This is going to be your go-to site, but don't spend, income producing activity, because the goal for all of us is to make your money back ASAP, right? And start profiting. Okay, so the way you're going to do that is you are going to make a list of people and you're going to call them. And your goal, and you can do this with your sponsor or with anyone else on your team, it does not have to be with a leader, but your goal is you're going to invite people to a Zoom. And we do Zoom presentations every night at 9 o'clock Central Time. Now, I want you guys to know, if you need a special Zoom, or there's like, I've got some East Coast people that we're going to start doing Zooms for the East Coast. But if you guys are out in California and you need a special time slot, or you want to do a standing Zoom every Tuesday night at such and such time, please let me know and we will do that, because I want to be committed to you and what you need and what works for you and your team. So please let us know. But right now, Monday through Friday, we have a standing Zoom at 9 o'clock Central every night. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to make a list of people, and your goal is to invite them, to try to get them on the Zoom. And we've been doing invite calls together. All right, I just got a text, and yes, we are going to get some special Zooms for California. Hey, we're fixing to get that place rocking. So, okay, I'm on it. I'll call you after this. Okay, so what we're going to do is you make a list of people, and you're going to call them. And this is my verbiage. Okay, this is what I say. I say, hey guys, well, not hey guys, I'm going to call someone, and let's say my friend Lisa answers the phone, and I say, Lisa, I've got to talk to you. Do you have a quick minute? And she's going to say yes. And I'm going to say, I have something that you have got to look at. It is a nutraceutical company. There are people making a ton of money in it. And right now, for a limited time, you can get pre-IPO shares. You've got to see this. And then Lisa is going to be like, oh, okay, well, what is it? Or she's going to ask, what's the name of the company? Or, you know, and I'm going to say, you know what? Tonight, there's a live webinar, and you've got to get on and watch this. You're going to get a full overview. It's 20, 30 minutes of your time. You can sit in your PJs in bed. I don't care. Just turn your phone camera off. But as soon as we hang up, I'm going to send you the information. I want you to get on this Zoom. And at that point, you're going to know. Okay. So here's the deal. On these invites, guys, it is a phone conversation. Trust me, I've tried this, and so have other people. You cannot just send a link to someone and think they're going to get on. They won't. You cannot just send a link to a video if you have not had a personal conversation with them and think they're going to get on. They're not. They will not. Okay. So what you do is you want to make a you want to have a verbal conversation or see the person in person, and you're going to try to hit the high points and get their buy-in so that you increase the likelihood that they will get on the Zoom. And then the Zoom at night, let your team do the work for you. Guys, we'll present it. And then as soon as that Zoom's over, you're going to call the person, follow up, and if they have questions, connect with the leader. So let me show you this. Okay, on the plan, if I click on the plan, I'm going to scroll down. I want to show you this. So this is, for those of you who have been on my Zooms, you know that the plan, this is what I go through. Okay, these are our Zoom slides. But what I'm telling you to do is this part right here. Okay, so you're going to invite people to look, and then we're going to show them the plan via a live Zoom. If you were in person, like maybe you're at their house and y'all are watching the Zoom together, share an energy product, and then if they've got questions, as soon as the Zoom is over, I want you to connect to a leader. And this is where that connect call comes in, to a leader that is a sapphire rank or above. But the invite calls, guys, you can do this with your team. Do it with your sponsor. Do it with your friend that's doing this with you. But the reason why I do it with a partner is it just increases the energy. Maybe your friend is better at talking about it than you are. If you have no idea how to do this, please call me, but we'll get this. So that's what I want to show you. Okay, now what I did is at night, I would click on this 24/7 overview tab. And I would do this when I put my kids in bed, and I would sit with my computer at night in bed before I went to sleep, and I would watch these videos. Okay, and here's why. Because these videos are the same slide presentations that I do on the Zooms, but you're going to get a little bit different perspective. So Jared Burnett, obviously, he's #1 in the world. Vicky Burnett, that's his mom. Rachel Garcia is awesome. She's a, I'm playing it. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. She's a practicing PA in Florida. Sorry. She is a practicing PA in Florida, brilliantly smart. But she's a really good one. John and Teresa Getz are awesome. I mean, so I want you guys to watch these Zoom presentations. Now, there are people out there that will just click a link and they'll send it to someone, text message, and say, hey, I want you to watch this. I'm going to tell you straight up, you're going to shoot yourself in the foot. You need to have that conversation so the person knows this is worth the 20, 30 minutes of your time. Okay. The other thing I want to show you is if you click on videos, and you see they've got product and business. If you click on product and then training videos, this is something else that I would do at night just to familiarize myself with what everything was. So it's going to have in-depth, training, like Jared Burnett. He's a type 1 diabetic. He's going to talk in this 8-minute video about the products for diabetes. Rachel Garcia, impact products, how to use your products, allergies and pain. Mila. Mila is something that we've got clinical studies on. I know I have some doctors on this call. This right here, this is a blood video done by a physician out of Johns Hopkins. It is mind-blowing. As soon as I watched it, I literally doubled the Goji for my entire family, including my kids. So you're going to want to watch these videos and familiarize yourself with the products. There's also one on business. Let me get to it. Okay, business right here. There is a compensation video right here. This one right here. I want you to watch this one right here by Jared Burnett. He's going to go over, we have 8 ways we're paid in the company. This video goes over 6. And then there are 2 other ways, which are the pack bonuses and the rank bonus. The pack bonuses, guys, you know, are on the big packs. You get big money off of every pack you bring in plus the matching shares, okay? So you're going to want to look at those. Okay, something else I like to do is, if you click here, you're going to see audio. Audio. Okay. Audio takes you to a SoundCloud, and I want you guys to see all of these SoundClouds on here. And what I would do is, like, when I'm driving in the car, or like if you want to put earbuds on when you're working out, you're on the treadmill, you're on your morning walk, I would listen to these, because these are literally top leaders in the company, and they're like kind of telling you like what they do and how they get started. So the first part, they're going to like announce rank. So kind of you'll fast forward through the first 5 minutes, but then you're going to hear training from them. And these are really good, because here's the deal. You need to get your head in the game. You need to see how people are making money and what this is all about. And so it's important. I mean, they'll fire you up. Okay, so the other thing that I want to talk about before we go, and then I'm going to see, also guys, on the bottom of your screen, there should be a chat. If you have a question, click the chat button and I'll try to answer a couple of questions before we hop off. Up here at the top, that yellow register button, we are having a convention in Dallas, Texas. It is coming up this Friday and Saturday. If at all possible, dead serious, no hype, you need to get there. It will radically change your life. It will radically change your business. Your business will literally take off. It is designed for you to bring people that aren't in the business yet. You can bring them to the thing Friday night. Saturday is all day training. I cannot emphasize enough to click on the register button, get your tickets, and be at events. Events are critical for building your business. They're super fun. They're a blast. You're not bored sitting in a room in a box for 10 hours under lecture. They're incredible. They're super fun. Okay, so Pure Team Global, guys, this is your go-to website. All right, let me see if I've got some questions here. Okay, I don't have any questions so far. I'm going to stop my share screen and I'm going to bring it back out. Okay. Here's my video. All right, guys. So I think that's pretty much it. We've covered a lot. I did record this. I'm going to post it so that you guys can send it to your team and watch it. But here's the most important part. The most important part is you do not have to know everything. Don't get bogged down in the weeds of details. You need to just get started, because that's what's income producing. So you need to make a list of people, get on the phone with them, tell them. I don't even mention the company name. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's not because I'm trying to be deceitful. It's because I want to protect people from what they don't know. And I don't want them to go Google something and then shut down. Okay. Because I did that. 3.5 years ago. I didn't Google anything. I was just shut off to network marketing. So I do not mention the company's name. Okay. I literally say, hey, I'm involved in a nutraceutical company. I'm in at the ground floor level. We're looking for other distributors. Right now, for a brief amount of time, you have the opportunity to get pre-IPO shares. You need to look at this. And then when they start asking me questions, what is it? What's the name of the company? I say, listen, as soon as we hang up, I'm going to text you some information. You got to get on the live Zoom tonight. Get your husband or get your wife, 20, 30 minutes of your time max. You have got to see this. It's huge. And that's it. So I'm brief. I'm vague, I'm urgent on the invite, okay? I get off the phone, I'm on the phone 5 minutes or less, and then I'm inviting them to the live Zoom presentation that night. We are going to get some going for California specifically, and also the East Coast. I will post those when we're going to do them, and so that's it. So I'm going to see if we have any more chats, any more questions. Let's see here. I don't think we do. Let me check one thing. Let's see. All right, I have a couple of questions. Okay. I don't get all the videos you just showed. Why? I don't know what that means. Meaning you don't see all the videos on your screen? I'm not sure about that. It says, how much is the training this weekend? I think tickets are like $30, $35. It's not very much. They're not very much. If you click on that yellow register button at the top for Pure Team Global, it'll tell you. If we bring people on Friday, does it cost extra? Do we pre-register them? I do not think so. Maybe, I don't know. That's a good question. We need to ask someone. Okay, somebody said $50 or tickets now. Do we know? I don't think you have to buy a ticket for a guest. I think that the goal is you bring guests and just get them there. If I'm wrong, I'll get in big trouble for saying that, but oh well, I don't think you have to. That is a question to call corporate. I would call corporate Monday and ask. Okay, I am on day 6. I've emailed or texted over 35 people with little response. Now since my start was all wrong and I said they would not bother them again unless they asked me to. Okay, I am so sorry. I wish I would have caught that. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Do not use text or email to get people, guys. You will shoot yourself in the foot. That does not work. When you just send a link or you just send an email is like spam. They're going to delete it. When you send a link, okay, don't do that. People need to know that this is a legitimate business opportunity. It is radically different from everything else out there, and they're only going to know that if it is important enough for you to pick up the phone and have a conversation. They need to hear the sincerity and the excitement in your voice, or you need to do it in person. Okay, that being said, for the person that asked that question, I would get with your sponsor or someone in your team, and yes, I would get them on a 3-way and circle the wagons back and call these people and say, listen, I did you a disservice. I was brand new. I didn't really understand how big this thing was. I'm just asking, I want you to hear from my friend Lindsay. And then I would jump on the phone and say, listen, I know you don't know me from Adam. I know this is totally strange and we're catching you off guard, but the reality is that this is super important and it truly is worth the 20, 30 minutes of your time. This is, I'm asking you to be open-minded. We're doing a live webinar tonight. Would you be willing to get on, and you and your spouse watch? That's how I would handle that. So, okay, let me see if there's any other questions. Okay, yes, I don't see the same ones you do. I have been looking for certain ones because they have been mentioned in other trainings. Okay, I do know that Pure Team Global was having technical difficulties and their web designer was trying to bring them back up. So if y'all go to Pure Team Global and you click product, training, testimonial videos, and you're not seeing a whole bunch, in a couple of days, it will be back up. So I don't know what to say on that. Sorry about that. Their web designer took a bunch of stuff down, but they're aware of that and they put it back up. Okay, so I think that's it. That's all in the training. Like Sam said, do not spend your time, on the back office. Don't spend a ton of time, on Pure Team Global during the day when you can be doing income producing activity. The biggest thing is action, 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 getting started. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for being on. I did record it and I will post in a minute. Thank you guys.